Hello, this is a game played in the AYD League between 5 players, and black won quite spectacular, killing a central dragon. In the beginning, it felt like white had a slightly better start, with the fights in the top being a bit dangerous for black, but once this group died in the center, white had no hope, so eventually white resigned the game. Let's see what happened. So we have a Komoko, another Komoko. This actually invites black for a diagonal Fuseki, but black refuses to go for that kind of combat. So going for a diagonal Fuseki, black can choose this Komoku, and when white takes the empty corner, black will attack right away c15, and this will usually lead to a more complicated game right on. Anyway, nothing wrong with playing Komoku, and then attack white's corners. So high approach in this case. Black can play Calm, any kind of Shimari in the top right corner, which is fine, but it's also okay to attack one of the corners. So low approach is probably the most common move nowadays, but high approach is fine too. So here, yeah, white plays the most classic way, just attach and keep the corner. In this position, black can consider to attack the other corner too. Of course, this allows white the cut in the top left, but if white is a very territorial player, white will choose to block and keep the corner again. Then black connects the top left, white extends to finish the Joseki, black also connects the bottom, white extends again to end up the Joseki and keep the corner, and then black extends, and in one move black will finish both Josekis. So this is playable, and it actually used to be quite popular in the 80s. I remember seeing games of Chochikun that were starting like this, but nowadays you don't see that so much. So black can connect solid like it happened in the game, or play a hanging connection. This is fine too. Playing the hanging connection, it's flexible and resilient formation, so when white extends in the top, black can just leave this formation, and you don't always have to finish the Joseki with the classic extension 3 spaces away. It's also okay to go all the way towards the corner. So when white defends in order to prevent being pressed down, and black extends back either like this or like this, now black actually finishes the Joseki, but also gets another exchange on the lower side to expand the territory in that area even more. So this is a way to be flexible and combine Josekis in order to grab more potential early on. That's playable. Anyway, nothing wrong with this move. White plays a Keima, but actually this Keima leaves a weakness at e17, so it's still better to play the classic Joseki. Then when black extends here, white can simply make a Shimari, or play a bit more aggressive, prevent black Shimari, then attack the low right corner in order to prevent that Shimari too. So this would be a pretty normal follow-up, both for black and white, and a very balanced Fuseki. Now when white plays f16, later in the game, black can approach h17 and try to punish white's formation, but for now, black has to finish the Joseki. So extend 3 space on the left side, it's proper and solid. So far so good. Now white attacks the top right corner, which is natural. It can be played at p17, and then when black defends, white doesn't always have to go back and fix the base. Now white has the freedom to play a Shimari or attack the other corner. But white played a high approach. Probably white was hoping for the basic Joseki again, and in this case when white extends in the top, it's actually reinforcing that area, so now it's a bit tougher to invade or use the Aji. But black played a pincer, so that's a nice move to see. It takes some confidence to play this kind of pincer, and of course a lot of knowledge on Joseki. So for example, if white plays here, black can cut, or Hane, or 2 space jump. These are the common moves. Of course, it's also possible to play the push and the cut, and this leads to some sort of trick Joseki, but not necessarily recommended. So for example, if black cuts, black extends, white wedges, Atari, go down, Atari, extend, defend against the capture, white does the same, black takes 2 stones, Atari connect, and now white either extends all the way to the middle of the side or attacks the corner. But the thing is, black got the top formation quite strong, and having the wall here radiates a lot of power towards the left, and actually black needs an extension around h17 in order to prepare the cut at e17. So this Joseki would quite fit the position in this case. But white chose to play the attach. Another move for white here, instead of attaching in the corner to separate, is to play simply Kosumi towards the center. This would be old school. And if white wants to play a fighting move, it's p18. I know Q players and even low down players in general, they like to play this attach, but it's not a move we see very often with a tight pincer. So Hane, very natural. White goes up, black pushes to take away the cutting point, to take away the tiger mouth and create cutting points. White blocks and black extends. Here black should extend only one space jump. It's good enough. It's much safer and solid. And then when white plays a peep, because white needs to protect against the push and cut, black simply extends in the top. And then of course white will push through, then cut inside or outside. Usually the stone that cuts one should capture, and white fixes the corner, but black has a base in the top and the Ponuki on the right side, so black can just play away. This feels quite okay for black to develop on both sides, while white simply settles the corner. So 2 space jump instead. Now white attacks right away with a peep. That's a bit too much. Normally the shape point is a cap here, looking at the cutting point, and also in order to force black to make a pretty heavy shape. But here white should attach and clamp like this. White forces black to become low on the side, then protects the cutting point at 016 indirectly, and then Hane in the head of 2 stones, because this forces black to go out with an empty triangle. And now of course threaten the cut like this. If black plays the block, white will connect, and then white can push instant at m18. So even if black comes out, white will immediately make this exchange, then extend. Now black has to jump again and save his group. So this would be a pretty natural fight, both for black and white, and overall it looks a little better for white, because it forces black low on the side and then chase that group in the middle, so white can grab some territory in the top and also secure the group while attacking. But white played the peep right away. Playing the peep actually helps black. Black should just connect solid. Then when white comes up, black has the push and cut here. And if white protects against that cut, so let's say white plays this move, which is a little bit of a tanky move because it helps black on the right side. Now black can still come out very nice with the top group. So actually white is not going to gain so much from this attack. Playing like this, it's a bit dangerous. White can cut. White pull back. So if white cuts, black needs to Hane, then white can Hane under to resist and increase the liberties. So even if black plays Atari, Atari, and then connect, now there is nothing to do with the 2 stones in the top, they are dead. Also on this Atari, white can Atari back and catch the other stones. So black cannot really play the Atari. If black connects here, white will extend. If black goes down, white blocks, Atari connect, black will Hane. Let's see this fight. This can be a bit more dangerous and complicated, but white can actually sacrifice like this. So this group is in danger, this stone also, and white just sacrifices a stone in the corner to get a strong position on the outside. So the result of this fight is also good for white. Therefore, white should cut. Cut where you can cut. Pull back. It was a chicken style move, so black connected. Then white protects. But the way to protect here is still attach and clamp, or play at least Kosumi because he's threatening to cut. So when black goes out in the top, white will take some profit on the side. If black connects the side, then white can turn and then jump to gain territory in the top while attacking. So white simply jumps, then black can, jump also. In fact, maybe black should play the push or Keima. and then jump out. Well, black is actually looking for the invasion in the top, so it makes sense to jump out and leave the invasion available. So when white plays a move here, black can switch the direction to attack the other group. Here, push, peep, and connect. This will give white an empty triangle like this. So white played the attach. Black shouldn't invade right away. Just connect calm. Connect and stay linked. It's all good to keep the top right safe, because white's group is still kind of floating. And if white plays another move in the top to stay safe, it's not a problem. Black is center and now can grab big points. Yeah, this may be a little bit overplayish, even if the key point it's h17 to prepare e17. It's difficult to tenuki the r15 tsuke, so it's very natural to connect under and wait a little bit. Ane, cut, atari, okay. And capture. The result of this fight is quite okay for black, because this position leaves Aji to cut and fight the ko. But it's hard to fight the ko right now. So Atari here, take, you need some big ko threat, come back. Where are the threats? I mean, if black plays here, white will probably take again. Otherwise, it's quite a disaster if white answered these threats. Because now white can play something like this and black will just capture and kill everything. So black doesn't have to rush with this cut. If there, I mean, it's better to keep the idea of G18 co-fight, or simply connect and allow the connection, but this is not profitable. So just leave it, connect under for now, and then start the co later when it's optimal and black can find more co threats. So starting the co now, not necessarily so great, especially that white can take again. Huh? Oh, black took back, okay, that's good. But here, black should just connect under. And on the left side, locally, Atari, if white comes out, black connects. And if white plays Atari to connect under, black can connect in center. So black makes a bridge or a very nice wall in the middle and then connect on the right side. This would actually be quite okay. Yeah, black is all connected, white is low in the top, and then also the top right is saved. Playing here, white can cover. And this leads to a trade, but the trade can be gotten. So Atari again, that's fine. Then go down. This is actually not so big. Better connect on the right, let white come back and capture the stone, and like this, black is center. So black can grab another big point here, for example. It's really important to play s14. If white turns, which he did, the corner is massive, and it feels like it hurts all the stones. I mean, capture those in the corner and also ruin the r13 on the outside. So it was bigger to connect s14. This is big. Push, Atari, connect. Oh. Yeah, it's nice to push e4, but it's also big to block, connect, and then block again, because it keeps the connection of the wall. With all the potential in the center here, this is nice. But eventually, black will still build a lot in the center. So put pressure. Well, on this move, white should take again. And if black covers, white should just start attacking the top. Show some fighting spirit. But e3, it's usually the move you play to keep the corner. That's an AI style play. Usually g3 1 space jump. So Shimari, that's very good. Put pressure, nice. And enclose the wall. Or the middle, setting up wall. Here actually black can resist, Atari and connect, fight a little bit. But it's a nice idea to sacrifice and go for a large center. This is all good. Extend, nice. Normally the follow-up in the center is to play Keima in order to build a huge middle, but there is this capture, then Atari again, then push, cover, and that's pretty much it for white to get into the middle. Black still encloses a lot here. Q9, it's nice for the right side, but white being so strong on the right, black can actually play something like R8 to be safe, and then when white extends here, black will play this move, threatening to connect under, then extend back to Q11, so this will keep the right side safe. Anyway, Q9, it's also artistic, but if white comes in, not so easy to kill it. I mean, when white plays here, black needs to cover, white will no-be, then cover, bump, go up, and then white goes up and connects to his stones. So in the end, black will just build another wall, but this schema will create a massive center. Oh, here black can connect, no need to sacrifice so many stones. When white plays here, just block. When white pushes Hane, if Hane Atari first, white connects, black extends, so the whole center is black. This gives another stone. Actually, white should take, then cut, and no-be, because like that, white is actually chasing the top group in order to damage the center. Like this, black can pull back to the right. This Hane, it's not a problem, black can cut, and when turn, push, and it's all connected. On this move, defend again in the center to be safe. Now I can cut and extend and try to leave inside. 2-space jump, it's a bit risky, just 1-space jump here. But I understand the idea of trying to get ahead. It's just that white can attach here, then pull back, and then cut. So now this can be dangerous. Jump first. Now it's even better for white to try this combination. Tuck, 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 and cut. Because white has more liberties in the center. And on this move, connect. Then when black tries to catch, Atari connects. So black has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Push again. Attach. No-be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Already white has more liberties. So white captures the top and comes back in the game. I think this was white's biggest opportunity to catch up with black in this game. This goes to Mitsuke helps black. Brave. Black should go back actually, and on Hane, play Hane, no-be, push again, no-be again, and connect to the right. This again can be dangerous, so Hane, Hane. No cut like that, okay, good. But, oh, here if white covers, black will push and block, push again, block again, and everything is in jeopardy. So it was really dangerous for black. Now black comes out and connects to the right, that's good. White is not playing where he's or she's supposed to. I mean, jump here, for example, or some other moves in the center to secure the group are more urgent. Because black doesn't want to play Q13. It's not important. So black can sacrifice a stone. Very good. And keep Sente to chase the middle. Now here, normally, just a 1-space jump. If white captures, black can still force the eye. So push. And now I think white realized the group is in danger, but it's a bit too late, huh? Instead of this move, black can play either Atari, and on the Atari connect, well, take back the ko, it's an option too, and then pull back. Or just no-be down. And on this Atari connect, even if white takes the ko, that's a false eye. So not necessary to connect solid, but the cut works, okay? Fine. Cut everything, good. Actually here, black can take 2 stones. Even if white connects, there are no eye shapes in the middle and no room to create 2 eyes. So this group will die altogether. Well, it died anyway. So let's see how it died. Net, very good. Oh, white push out. Yeah, this is hopeless for white. This move is actually not even necessary. Better play the Hane here, threatening to capture 3 stones. And like this, white is not going to Hane. And then go down like that to remove the edge of push and cut and so on. White needs to go down, but actually white has to resign. The group in the center was just too large. So peep, connect, that's fine. In fact here, black can extend or descend or just play tenuki. Again, this move. The thing is, white can push one time and black has to go up several times in order to keep the guys in the center. Otherwise, if black blocks, white will cut, and on this Atari, white saves the tail, and on this Atari, white just kills more stones. So Atari here, descend. Here black can go S11, because if the group dies inside, black will build more points. Okay. And this group seems like dying too. Yeah, in this position, black should play this way, then go down, then cover, then go down again. So the whole group is dead. The way to protect here is actually the one space jump or the block, because this is where white can push and cut. If white plays moves inside, black can hane, then push, then Atari, Atari again, and make some eye shape. So even if white plays other moves inside, they all die together. That's an ultra safe play. Yeah, nothing to do. Cut and kill more stones. Very good. This move is not necessary. Black can actually push. So if white plays Atari, black takes, white covers, then Atari, connect, and kill everything. Now this means white has to play the connection right away. So black will Atari, then push again, or go down. Push again, it's actually fine. So white needs to come back at H2. And it's not necessary to capture B1, because there is no way for white to create the tombstone formation. So for example, if black plays away, Atari here, black will capture, and there is no way to approach from the inside. And if Atari from the outside, again, black will capture and plenty of ice, and white only has 2 liberties. So this was a little bit, well, it's proper, but it's not necessary. But it actually prepares the push and throw in and so on. Yeah, so white had to defend. So now if white plays away, black can push, throw in, Atari, and kill everything. But it's more profitable to push, then Atari, then push again. So if white Atari here, black captures and white needs to protect, then black gets another big point. So that's pretty much it. Before connecting here, black should hane and connect in center to destroy 2 points and then defend in gote. So always center versus gote. Because now white got the 019 in gote to save the 2 points. It doesn't matter because the center is still dead on the big scale, but that's good style as an endgame. So Atari is coming soon. Good. So here, white played a hane. I don't know, it just felt like trying some desperate last attempt. But if black plays away, how can white approach? White needs to connect, right? Then black plays away again. Then when white tries Atari, it's self-Atari, so black will capture. Therefore, black doesn't need to play this Atari. Or it's just a move to show white that there is no hope anymore. And that was it. Black wins big. Well done on this game.